Hey everyone, it's been a while since I posted any politics because, of course, the election was 4 years ago. And I don't post much to this channel because I have a PoE Last Epoch and D2 channel, RPG Geigen. But today we're going to look at my predictions for 2024 in the US. And the reason I want to post this now is, of course, we now know that Trump has picked JD Vance as his VP, and there was an assassination attempt. So I wanted to mostly wait until the VP pick. But knowing what we know, what I'm filling in right now are guaranteed blue states. I don't care how bad Joe Biden's dementia is. These are going to Joe Biden, period, including the 1st District of Maine. It doesn't matter what he does. He could literally bomb Canada, and he would still win these states, period. Now you think, hey, we're missing a bunch. Well, this is because of cities. Certain cities control the state. Washington State is not all that blue, but Seattle sure is. Portland controls Oregon. Chicago controls Illinois. And Denver controls Colorado. And so there we go. So 154 Democrats have, because of the cities too, no matter what. No matter what. Now, likely blue. There's been some polls that show New Hampshire and New Jersey are close. New York is close. They really aren't. They're pretty likely to still stay blue no matter what. So I'm filling them in as likely blue. Now, there's a bunch that lean blue. They're pretty much tied in the polls, but as the election gets closer, I do think Minnesota and Virginia are going to go blue. It might be a little closer, though. So I'm putting them as lean, as well as Maine at large, because of District 1. So, 225 to Democrats. This is going to happen no matter what happens, frankly. Joe Biden could drop out. It's still going to happen. I don't think he's going to drop out at this point, excuse me. Now I'm filling in as, of course, guaranteed red. There's a lot. These are just guaranteed, And especially with J.D. Vance, Ohio's guaranteed. Alaska, South Carolina. These are guaranteed. There's a few more, namely 2nd District of Maine, Northern Maine, and most of Nebraska. These are going red, no matter what. Iowa, Missouri, and Utah. And this already puts Republicans at the 189 mark. Now, likely red, North Carolina. Now, this went to Obama in 2008, but it's likely to stay red at this point. Florida, you wonder, why am I putting likely? Well, there's Miami. There's a few parts that make it a swing state historically, although nowadays I think it's very likely to stay red with the demographics. And so 235 to 225, we have now, of course, the battleground states that everybody talks about, and that's what we're going to look at next. Leans Republican. Now, Georgia went blue in 2020. I think it was because of COVID. I think it's going to flip. Arizona, if you look at all polls, it's going to flip. It's really leaning that way. Now, similarly, Pennsylvania. Now, the question is really, is it going to be like Washington with Seattle? Is it going to be like Portland? Will Philadelphia control the votes of the state? It's possible. That's why it's just leans. But it really looks like Pennsylvania's going to flip. Now, Nevada, similar situation. It's polling very strongly toward Donald Trump. But, given Las Vegas and the demographics, it's going to be close. It's going to be close, but I do think it'll end up barely in Trump's favor. Which means, of course, Trump has already won the election. Michigan, very close, very much tied. Detroit is going to cause it to shift very slightly in the blue, I predict. And Wisconsin is the only big question mark. I literally cannot predict what it's going to do. There's no way anybody can. It's just split right down the middle. But as you can see, regardless, Republicans are either going to get 287 or 297. Mark my words.